UCF. The Knights are ready to rock in the stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gamecocks offense will go to work first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Off the RPO, complete.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Petway. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So UCF's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hughes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. It's Burke. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains at the 37.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Montgomery. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay for his offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 68 yards on that drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Savage. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it to the 42-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Slithers into space. Quarterback got it himself. He's loose. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wade. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A little screen to the running back. Still on his feet at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. A strike downfield. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Hands it off. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Orlando. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports studios at the Bounce House.
And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll open the second half on the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Jackson will throw. Fakes to grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking for a gap. It's Montgomery.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give from the gun. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the lone running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Caught over the middle. It's Wade. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Gets rid of it. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw again. Got it on the outside. It's Thomas. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the 1st down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker Just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Savage. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Look out, he's got room, and he's dragged down.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play we can continue to run even on 3rd down right now.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. With the catch, it's Rex Steiner. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baldwin.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Wimsatt. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He's looking downfield to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Knights.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. Great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's going to run it. Crosses to 40. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, a lot of space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Gets the 1st himself. Turning on the Jets. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in, I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Handoff from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Nice job by the offense going down the field. It's on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball and being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Knights with the 1st and 10. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.